Hi, I'm Audrey and welcome to my home in sunny Singapore. I'm someone who lives to eat, and you can tell that in every sense of the word, from the fact that I have 3 refrigerators in my kitchen stocked to the brim with beautiful ingredients, to the fact that I spend an inordinate amount of my time hunting down the most famous, well-known and delicious hawker food all over my island in Singapore. I've got a great bunch of really close girlfriends, and we have a hashtag for time spent in my house. On Instagram, we hashtag it dining at Audrey's, and it's basically a collection of all the yummy foods I've put together for our little girly dinner parties, and it's an amazing collection of the things that I do best, from handmade pastas to interesting little appetizers like seared scallops with potato foam. I love to experiment, and a large part of what I do on the weekends is essentially going to a local market, trawling the aisles for the freshest catch of the day, dragging it home, and then figuring out what I'd like to do with it. So without further ado, let me take you on a little tour of my favorite space in my home, the kitchen. So here I'd like to show you one of my 3 refrigerators, because I'm a little mad like that as well. This one here is for desserts, baking. I have all my baking chocolate in here, and all my little dried fruits, produce, everything from dates to sun-dried tomatoes. The next one here, it's my favorite. It's actually my booze fridge. I also love cooking with booze. So I've got nice cognacs, I've got limoncello, I've got Chinese Shaoxing Jiu, and I also have maybe 7 or 8 different types of whiskey, because I love myself a good tipple. Always make sure the cook gets a dram or 2. Now the third fridge in my home actually contains all my raw ingredients, so everything from frozen scallops that I can pull out in a hurry to an embarrassing range of sauces, because I love different types of Asian food, from Japanese to Vietnamese to Thai to Chinese, and each one comes with a different dipping sauce, different ingredients, and it's absolutely essential that I stock it all. Yes. Now, one of my favorite things to cook is actually a bowl of handmade pasta. Something about getting in there with your fingers, getting all messy, feeling the dough, kneading it, and turning it into ribbons of perfect pasta makes me feel all warm and happy inside. To me, there's no better way of working out my frustrations than coming into the kitchen and cooking up a bowl of my signature handmade fettuccine with lemon cream sauce. Now, this is the dish that I always get asked to cook, simply because it's a perfect combination of al dente ribbons of pasta in a silky cream sauce dotted with bits of smoked salmon for that salty burst of flavor. I really started cooking from a very young age by helping my mom in the kitchen, because I was one of those greedy little kids who absolutely had to find out how to make the dishes I loved most. So some of the things I've experimented with over the years include dishes complex to the extent of having maybe 5 or 6 elements on one plate. Something like a duck orange with orange segments, a little sauce, bits of spring peas, to a poached salmon with a hollandaise sauce and seared asparagus. I even like my Japanese food a lot, with very freshly harvested koshihikari rice, pan-seared wagyu beef. And I also love my Chinese food, simple dish of noodles with hearty broth, strips of pulled chicken breast, and little fish balls can be so nourishing for the heart and the soul. I want to be a MasterChef Asia because I see it as a fantastic learning opportunity. I'm someone who's a very keen learner. I'm out to improve myself the best I can. And I'm also someone who's very competitive. I work as a business developer in my day job, and I bring that set of competitive skills and advantages in. And so I am absolutely convinced that I can be your next MasterChef Asia.